After thinking about and doing what we've just discussed in the methods part, you can actually start writing your method section. This is a very useful task to get into writing mode because the method section arguably is the section that is the easiest to write. You're actually only documenting what you are doing or planning to do. So just to give you a general outline, the idea of the method section is that it gives the reader all the information that is necessary to replicate your study. This means you basically need to answer 3 questions. The first question is, as we have discussed here, who is actually answering your survey? So this first question concerns the data collection process and the question, who did you ask? Who is in your sample? So you need to give information about your sampling procedures and about the sample itself. Usually this is done also by the means of descriptive statistics. You would, for instance, say how old were those respondents, what was their gender, etc. So that the reader has some information about how the sample looks like, and then they can compare it to what they think is the overall population. The second question you need to answer is, what do you ask, what do you observe? So that is a direct reference to your measurement instruments. For every concept that you use, state a sample question and, if possible, state where you have got that instrument from. If you reuse something that has been there before, please do not forget to properly cite it. If there was some more item development going on, please also describe how you actually develop those items. But as I mentioned before, this is actually a very difficult process, so if you do not need to do it, don't do it. Please avoid it at all costs. That's a very clear recommendation here. And then there's a third question that needs to be answered, and that is, how do you look at the data? How did you analyze them? What procedures did you use? The answer to these questions, of course, depends on the specific method of analysis that you're using. So please try to answer the questions once you have learned some more about the methods you're going to apply.